I was in this real souped up car, and a bunch of guys get in the back seat, and they're like, let's go. And I take them to that spot that we need to go, and then I put my watch on the steering wheel, and like they're taking way too long, whatever it is they're doing. And I was like, come on, guys, we don't have time for this. And there's only supposed to be like two of you, and there's 3 of you. So then they get in the car, and then the cops are coming like right as I'm pulling away. So I drive away, and I'm just like cruising around the streets. And I think it was is it Impala? Is it Impala SS, the V8 version?
Is it like the newer one, like the Jeff Gordon version?
No. It was like an older,
like a 91, 92.
Can I just point out 2 highlights that you said so far?
Yep.
One of my favorite parts of the story so far is you're like, guys, we don't have time for this yet. You have your watch around the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's how I
really
can tell that we have time for it.
That's cool. And then you're in the Jeff Gordon Impala.
Yep. And then I drove a bunch, and then I drove. The way I got away from the cops was that I parked in a parking garage right next to a baseball game going on, and just kind of like ditched the car. And then
just left it there.
Yep.
What the?
Okay, what car was this?
You're like a
top car you were talking about.
This is a Chevy Impala SS I used to have.
So you ditched the car?
you had it?
Yeah. Well, then Brian Cranston actually owned it, I think.
What?
You ditched the car like a true criminal.
Have you got?
Guys,
did you
ditch the
this?
car.
Well, then,
we don't have time for this.
But then, like later on, this girl kept on like she was in a lot of trouble. She was my neighbor, and like I wouldn't talk a lot. I would just kind of stare at her creepily. And she had like a little kid that I liked. Not like that, but like I also had the sweet jacket that I would wear all the time. It was white and had a scorpion on it.
Oh yeah, okay, I've seen that. Have you seen it?
Sounds familiar. I think
I'm missing it.
Are you sure it was you, Sam?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. What did you remember? Like some kind of electro retro music playing in the background?
I mean, I was playing it because I've always been into cool stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're like one of the coolest guys we've known for a while.
By any chance, your name used to be Ryan? Like Ryan Gosling?
Welcome to Maximum Driftcast, the only Driftcast that you're probably listening to right this second.
That's like pretty good.
Yeah, unless you have a couple iPhones or mobile devices like SoundCloud.
What I like to do is I'll put on the YouTube,
and
then I'll sync it at the same time as the audio version on my phone, and then I'll fire my car up in the garage
with the closed.
So the garage closed, and I'll sit in my car and listen to it in there.
I wouldn't suggest that, but Sam has been trained for it.
No, these episodes get really weird.
I was gonna say
after like an hour and a half, like I start hallucinating, and
No, that was is that what? Yeah, I was wondering why you were like all sweaty.
I'm always sweaty.
You're a little sweaty.
Dan actually gave me a nickname for like a singular that only happened once nickname. I think he's like pointed me out as I was running at Formula Drift Atlanta or something last year. He's like, hey, there's Sam, sweaty and ready, Nalven, drift idiot, like out here doing the stuff. He called me sweaty and ready.
How true is that?
I mean, I'm not ready, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of hallucinations, I had a pretty bad fever this week.
Get away from me.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing in this tight, hot room with us?
Well, I'm fine now.
How did you kick it? What'd you do? Hold on. Do you remember? Paco being sick, can I just add up one thing?
No.
Do you remember when we lived together and you had strep throat?
Yeah.
What did you use to treat your strep throat?
Fish mucks.
Did you know that?
Fish mugs?
No, fish amoxicillin. He went to the aquarium store.
Yeah, it's amoxicillin.
Fish amoxicillin and was popping it.
It's exact same amoxicillin as human amoxicillin.
But you can't get it without a prescription.
Exactly. And it's like $30 a bottle.
Did you turn into a fish?
I thought he was.
Am I? Can you see the gills?
Do you like fish sticks, Paco?
Yeah, of course I like.
Well, then that makes you a gay fish.
Yeah.
That's such a good joke.
Nice job, Sam. God,
Thanks,
zing.
guys. I just made that up.
So anyways, I was as you remember that time when I was having hallucinations. Well, I was having hallucinations on Monday night as well.
Well, it's probably because of taking a bunch of fish painkillers.
No. I didn't took any medicines.
No fish mugs?
This time. No, I was out and I was too lazy to go to the fish store. Anyway.
I'm too lazy to go to the fish store for my medicine.
I'm telling you, it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Paul was like, I got to run to the pharmacy to go pick up some meds. And he comes back and has a little goldfish on it. It says fish
the thing,
mugs.
dude, the thing is, back home, you can just buy amoxicillin over the counter. It's like a regular thing to do. And here you have to go spend $80 just for a doctor to tell you, oh yeah, you need amoxicillin.
You need fish mox.
Thank you, I know. And then you still have to pay for the medicine where you can just buy regular generic amoxicillin, and it's called fish mox.
I'll be damned. Do you guys want to talk about some cars?
Well, I was gonna say that when I was hallucinating, I was having hallucinations that for some reason
You bought a bunch of shitty cars, and then they're like all on your driveway, and then you woke up, and then you realize like, oh my god, this is true. I've got like nine shitty cars.
I've been hallucinating for 9 years.
That actually happened. No, I was hallucinating that we were that the three of us went on a road trip.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I
was
think
it kind of like the Britney Spears movie Crossroads? Did we all find
it was
ourselves?
actually no, it's fun. It was more like Fear and Loathing in Vegas.
Okay.
And I was Spider-Man.
Okay,
that's cool.
I mean, if you remember,
How do you hallucinate that hard?
You were Benicio,
like,
you were Benicio del Toro.
Were these kind of like you're trying to sleep, but you're not fully
exactly,
asleep? And
exactly,
you're
just like that. And it's
stuff,
just like keep like hallucinating this crazy shit. I was like, shit, I have to go. We have this road trip.
Who was I?
You were Johnny Depp.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Corey was the lawyer. He was like, wearing one of his regular.
I wish I was a Dr.
Hawaiian
Pepper
shirts.
can.
You wish
because we were riding your Beamer, the convertible, and I was in the back.
We should actually go to Las Vegas on a bunch of mescaline and acid and do that sometime. Just
I really want to be be Dr. Can.
We should just avoid the bad country.
Dr. Peppercan? I thought that you never got your actual certification, so you'd be more of a Mr. Pibbles.
Like Mr.
Yeah,
Pibb.
I'll be Mr. Pibb. I'll be knockoff. What did you do, Sam? What did you do? Shut up.
I edited some videos. Surprise! Let's see. Another one for Vaughn came out this week. That's really cool. It was with his... So he has his competition car, which is a naturally aspirated Roush Yates, I think 900 horsepower V8.
Okay.
And then he now has a demo car. This is the car that was like in like the all silver livery last year. His Spec 5 demo car. So that thing now has a supercharged. I think it's still a Roush Yates. I'm not sure, but it sounds so freaking nuts. Like it. Just the crazy ass loud Von V8 anyways, and then just mega blow off valve after each throttle depression. So each throttle.
If I remember correctly, I think he's running a Vortec on it. Yeah,
I think so.
Yep, because I seen an Instagram picture. I think.
Yeah, the videos.
That's a GM motor.
Vortec supercharger. It's a brand, Paco, not the Vortec V6 out of a Chevy S10 Extreme, dude.
Big dumb
Come
toy.
on.
No, but like the car just sounds nuts because you just hear just even at idle, like it's still. Like I've not really ever heard, I guess, in my experience, like a loud blow-off valve on like a supercharger. And I guess because the supercharger doesn't really require spooling, it's still like blowing off even if you're just revving in neutral, right?
Paco?
You had a supercharged V8, Corey.
Yeah, but
you didn't have a show-off valve?
It had. I ran a Root-style supercharger.
This was a Root.
The Vortec is a centrifugal.
It's a centrifugal.
Okay.
It's more like a turbo.
And it operates like a turbo. You still use the engine to spin it.
Yeah.
But
it's like a belt-driven turbo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm not mastered with.
Either way, I'm gonna do some sound effects here, but you should totally watch the video.
Everybody shut up. Let's hear it.
And that's even at idle or at neutral. So like he's not even on like boost, quote unquote, but it just makes the most insane noises.
Can't wait to see the video.
Yeah, it's cool.
You should watch it. You guys don't watch my videos?
Is it out already?
Where'd you put it?
Yeah, it's out. It's just called like SCT, I think is his sponsor for the engine management stuff. And I just started working on Driver on Driver today.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I was watching back to back all your Driver on Driver series.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't seen Driver on Driver, because a lot of our audience was asking us about your video with Mad Mike.
Michael.
After we talked to Chelsea last week, and he said like, oh well, you guys were kind of a dick to Chelsea to Mad Mike and Turk, and everybody's like, wait, what? So like a lot of people still hasn't seen those videos.
Yeah, essentially it's me having one-on-one real interviews with these drivers and asking the hardest questions.
They're way too real.
Way too real.
Yeah.
Hit some with the good stuff.
Paco, where have you been?
Well, I was, other than being sick.
Yeah, you've been eating fish food.
Yeah, but do you guys watch Super Drift? The Motegi Super Drift challenge?
No, I was working or something, but I did see highlights of it, and
that's cool.
Matt had a field day out there and won.
What? Who?
There was Matt had a field day.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed it. It was pretty good. He was. You saw it, Corey?
Yeah, I did.
It was like it was good. No, I think it's cool watching it when it's during the night.
It seemed like there was somehow even more fans than during Formula Drift, because I guess it's all the regular race fans.
What they do is like after you're done with the indie races, then all the people who's watching the indie, they remain to watch the rest of the show, and they have. Do they do the celebrity races before Indy or after Indy?
I think it's gonna be before.
Before.
Yeah, I think it's during the day, early in the morning before.
It was hilarious because they were racing FRSs.
I saw our main man Rutledge Wood doing some burnies in the middle of the track and backing into a wall a little bit.
And then Ryan, what's his name?
Seacrest.
No. Flattery. Boondock Saints. What's his name? Shit.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. No, dude.
Ryan McConaughey.
What? Yes. Anyways.
No, anyways, my week was good, guys. Yeah,
we're gonna get to you, Corey, but
kidding, I don't care.
No, apparently all week Corey's been growing a Pat Gooden beard. It's kind of got like lower.
I was gonna wheel back out of this chair.
I was gonna say, yeah, never seen you rocking that much.
I never done it before.
Hair on your face.
This is my first time. Yeah, I just hit puberty.
Show the cameras.
And listeners, because you can't see what Corey's beard looked like. Imagine Pat
Imagine
Gooden,
like you can see through.
Imagine Pat Gooden plus 300 pounds. And then you've got...
No, but Pat has like the good Amish beard.
Yeah, I've never. Well,
Corey's like total see-through.
Yeah, I've never attempted this before, so this is my first shot, and I'm not impressed completely yet. But everybody's like, "You got to stick through it," so I'm just like, "God, all right, I'll stick through it for another 3 days."
Nice.
It's not going to change much.
I'd say that you could probably shave it into like a functional Captain Jack Sparrow goatee type situation.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll do that. But
should we get into some? I mean, I guess other than Motegi Super Drift, we don't have a lot of other drift news, at least in the American area. Do you have any other?
We have a few. Well, it's just got a couple shout outs. We have a few series about to start. I think next week, Vegas Drift, the Pro Series start.
Yep.
The Pro Am Series starts.
Starts at Vegas in the parking. They got that lot. That's the drift lot.
Yeah.
What series is your bro business partner Haugenaster competing in?
Southwest Vegas Drift.
He's gonna be in the Veg.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Veg. He's gonna be in the Veg Drift for sure. And then
I've been seeing the grams from FD Pro 2 drivers deciding to finally put their cars together. Now they have to compete next week, or not next week, but 2 weeks.
God, that's why I'm not rushing it. Yeah, a lot of
We're
people
also not
me,
showing up, you lazy.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, "Are you going to run Atlanta?" No, I'm not running Atlanta. And I'm not running Florida.
Four events is too many events.
But
2 events, that's
critical.
I'm
going to run some Southwest Drift. I'm probably going to run some Top Drift. I have 3 or 4 demos already set up in the meantime. But my reason is
run on a treadmill.
My reason is
fat.
Thanks, Sam. My reason is I don't want to go out there with a last second prepared car and then figure out I still have to work on it like I've done the past 2 years that I've done it. I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to take as much time as I need to get this thing figured out.
If you could somehow manage to crash into a wall at Atlanta, I'd be so impressed.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I've hit a wall in Atlanta.
How did you do that? All the walls are like 100.
No, as you're coming back up the hill.
Oh yeah, I guess that's possible.
And there's that wall out there, and I put 2 tires in the grass on accident.
Did you fly over the bridge?
No, but I cracked the wheel, hitting the damn wall going back up the hill.
Hitting that goddamn wall.
I got in the grass and I turned in the lawnmower and I hit the damn wall up in the corner there.
That's a good impression.
Thanks, guys. Oh, it comes with the beard that I'm growing.
Hey, cool.
Hey, cool.
You guys want to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
all right, shoot. What do you got for me?
I have a question right here. This is actually probably a better question for Corey.
Okay.
This one's from Natalie Schaefer, also known as 8-Bit Natalie, also known as A.B. Bryan's wife.
She's more than that. She's her own person. You don't need
come on.
Well, she actually, I think her username used to be like Pixel Babe or something like that. So
wow, that's cool.
You know, I don't know why
those guys and their bits.
I know
they're pixels and bits.
Anyways, she's asking, "Greetings, gentlemen.
Greetings.
My question is, how much importance do you think it's placed or should be placed on having a spotter in Pro 2 and pro?
I would say 100% importance. Like,
Yeah.
you absolutely have to have that. But I think
Yeah.
I think a good. I didn't even realize the role of a spotter fully until recently. In that, I just didn't realize that they're more than just telling you, oh, the guy spun behind you, like, take it easy, or what are you doing, Corey? You
He's
I'm
the one.
listening to you
He's
and I'm
the one
looking at the
becoming a
camera.
fish.
you miming me, Corey? All
No,
right. Corey.
I'm watching the camera.
Okay,
Sorry.
Corey. But let me wrap this up so Corey can.
Yeah, because Corey's been behind the wheel with an 800 horse beast that doesn't let you hear.
With Dustin
shit.
as my spotter, which was the best
Yeah.
spotter in the
Right.
world.
So
So
How'd
what
that work
what I
for
wanted to
you?
do first was talk about professional spotters before we talk about Dustin
All right,
as a
go
spotter,
ahead.
because so yeah, they tell you if the guy behind you spins. They tell you how the guy is running. Essentially, they tell you much more than that though, and they are going to tell you how everyone else has been driving. They're going to tell you how people have been initiating. They're going to tell you speeds. Like, spotting, I think, has gotten a lot more professional over the
Yeah.
years.
yeah. I
And
agree
tell
with
me how
that.
Dustin was a spotter.
Dustin was actually a really good spotter.
He
The
spotted
thing was,
hamburgers.
he
He
s-
spotted birds. He found a couple. One time
in
he spotted.
Florida, we found extra chicken in our ice chest, and we went to the.
He spotted that, and you guys ate it?
No, we went to the lake and we spotted alligator. And we're throwing chicken at alligator. No, but Dustin was actually a really good spotter. He took a lot of notes, which was nice. And then he would tell me that there was a fiery falcon flying around the racetrack. He would tell me that there was people in Atlanta slip and sliding down the side
Which
of the
was
mountain
true. That was the good.
when it was raining.
What's their name? They've got their own name. Like they're like the Wild Boys. They're the Mud People.
I can't.
the rowdies. What are they called?
They're the Rowdies.
No, what?
Rude Boy.
No, they're
No, but
shit.
the other thing is, as far as a spotter goes, is it also his job is to kind of keep the driver cool.
Yeah,
and, you know, that's the thing. You want to get a spotter that works well with the driver. You
Determine
can communicate.
how much to tell you to pump it up. Because
Yeah.
like, you don't want a spotter where like all you had to do, let's say like you already did the first half of the run and you have the advantage, and then suddenly all you had to do was just do your line, take it easy, keep cool. But your spotter's like, oh man, we're not gonna make it. You gotta
put it up
throw
his
it out
ass.
there. And then as a result, you put up his ass and you lose.
Do you think it's very critical to have a spotter also for pro-ams? Or
I would say yes, in the sense that it's going to develop you into a better driver and develop your program.
Mm,
So when you go into Pro 1 and Pro 2, you're not going to be like, fuck, I wonder what it's like to have a spotter, and you're just learning there. Try to learn as much as you can in the amateur ranks. So when you do go to Pro 1 or Pro 2, you're not learning all these new things you should have learned in the amateur series, which that's kind of the point of being in the amateur series.
The goal of I think any pro-am driver that's aspiring to do more, as it seems like they all are, if they're putting their time and money and energy out there in pro-am, you should pretend like you're a Pro 1 team as much as you can. Obviously, you don't have the budget and you probably don't have the manpower, but operate as close as you can to some team that is going to win Form of the Drift this year.
Right.
I remember I did a little bit of crew work with Chris Soren when he.
You wore a headset at FD Texas with us.
That I stood. Never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget.
I still have that selfie saved.
I did a little bit of crew working for Corey, but
What'd you do?
nothing. Because Corey didn't qualify.
We did tire changes.
just
we hung out in the pits.
refill the gas,
Yep.
and change tires.
Yeah, during practice, and then
Unfortunately,
the rest is history.
Yeah, it was fun. It was quite some learning. But when I did some for Chris Soren, he wasn't used to having somebody at the pits, and as soon as he came back from his one of his runs, he got out of the car and starts like trying to change tires himself. I was like, dude, like, get out of the way.
Well, do you have you
down.
and someone else to change tires, or
Excuse me?
was it just you to change his tires?
It was just me and Chris, yeah. So, like, I would tell him on the radio, like, the guy behind you spun, whatever, all that. But he was still not used to having somebody helping at the pits.
Yeah.
And I think that takes a lot away from all the stress from just being the driver.
Because you can at least just focus
They
on
just, like,
the
sit
one task at
down,
hand.
cool down, have a drink, whatever, and I'll change your tires.
Have a Manhattan,
Yeah, Manhattan flat.
smoke a J,
Yeah, just chill.
Do a little
dance,
clean.
make a little.
So, I mean, extending it a little bit, I guess, not only the spotter, but having, like, a good crew of at least, like, the driver and 2 people on your team. It's very, very critical if you want to make it.
I think so.
I agree.
And you kind of need that in your garage too, because that's why I have Paco and Brett to help me when I used to work on my car. Speaking of which, I talked to James this week, or just today. I sent out a thing because it's becoming ever apparent that I'm just not gonna probably have time to
James
fix my car. Yeah, so
Nice.
maybe 18 Fab will be helping rebuild my car.
Awesome. Dude, I
Cool.
can't wait.
I just
Have
need
you
to get-
decided?
Yeah, I just need to get back on track again because I like have these grandiose ideas for like a rebuild series, but it's just like not in the cards
It's gonna
time wise
be,
because it takes for me to work on the car and film working on the car. That's
It's
10
gonna be
times
an
as
SR engine.
I don't know. See how much money I have.
I'm about to order a 1J.
Can I have
Hey,
one? Too?
yo.
I was gonna say like,
Can I have it?
well, I can order 2.
Who are you ordering it from?
Most likely from Suspicious Garage in
Oh, cool.
California.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in California now. I
Yeah.
ordered my SR from him.
Oh, there you go. So like this, just hey, friend.
Full circle.
Hey, friend.
Here's my SR20.
Well, it's not Ephraim's fault. I think it was a boost.
Yeah,
hose.
you blew it.
I didn't blow it. The AutoZone hose blew it. Not
Those hoes.
well, whatever.
Anyways, yeah. So
what's-
I might order some 1J for the van.
How much more expensive is a 2J? 'Cause it's like if you're already spending like $3,000 for a 1J, don't you drop an extra like 500?
Here's
to get
how
a
I
2J?
see it. Here's how I see it. A 1J, just the engine itself is between 1,000 and 1,500, with a ECU and a single turbo.
It's only is that VVTi?
Either or. Like I think the non VVTIs are like 1,000 and the VVTIs are 15.
No transmission.
No transmission.
Do you have an ECU
Yeah, it comes. They usually come with a wiring and ECU.
for $1,500?
Yeah.
VVTi.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's what I have on my Z,
Shut up.
and that's what I pay for it. And I found the transmission for $750 on R154.
Where? Don't tell
Uh,
anybody because everybody.
Yeah, I
wants
want to
it.
know that. Don't tell
Okay.
anyone.
But the thing is that you can use the AR5 transmission. Is the same thing they have on the Chevy Colorados, and I think the Saturn Sky and Pontiac Solstice is the exact same transmission as an R154.
As strong?
It's exactly the same. It's the same transmission. It just has a
Interesting.
different bolt pattern, the bell housing. But I think Drift Motion already makes an adapter plate that pretty much makes everything bolt on.
How much
Interesting.
extra is a 2J then?
The 2Js usually go between 2,500 to
Okay, so
3,500.
it's a lot more money than I thought.
So it's
it was.
1,000 to 1,500, sometimes $2,000 more. The
You
difference,
you have 0.5 liters more engine, right?
0.5 liters more engine is slightly taller.
And stronger though.
They're about the same. The thing is, a 1J, like the word in the street is that it's good up to 700 horses with stock internal.
Sam needs like 9.
Dude, I just want
And-
like a reliable 300,
But
400.
that's the thing, like
That's-
it comes just with a stock ECU. You don't have to put any custom ECUs, anything. It makes a very solid 270 to 180 horses.
Yeah, and just turn up the boost a little.
And then you just turn
got
up the
big
boost a
fat
little,
intercooler.
get a custom manifold from like Future Fab or
Get a custom eBay those little fans that go inside your
the
air
turbonator.
intake. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt just put a 1J in his
Yeah, there you go.
350Z, and that thing has a manifold and a turbo and upgraded fuel system, and it dynoed at 500 and like 5 wheel
That's
horsepower.
it.
Did
I think
18
it's a
Fab
bang
build
of a buck.
That was installed actually by us. The 2J or the 1JZ was put in by us.
that?
Yeah.
Dude, can you install my 1J?
Hey, actually, we probably could do something.
Hi.
Yeah, we did that. We did that at the shop, at Matt's shop,
Yeah,
out in
well,
Scottsdale.
Can I finish this Enigma song real quick?
Yeah,
Because I'm really excited.
that
That was a burst in random song because I'm really excited about my car maybe working again sometime soon. So I always love when I put out like some new project that I put my heart into. And then the first comment's like, when are you going to start driving again, you fuck?
I've seen those and I love it.
Yeah. Oh, they're right. People
You
don't
have
want to
another
people don't
question?
want to see driver on driver. Yeah, I got a question.
Perfect.
So East Detroit Rebel on the tube.
Cool.
Is this Instagram? I can't tell.
I wonder where he's from.
What would everyone's pro wrestling names be? My car's name is Clown Baby, so I'd probably go with that. All right, Clown Baby. I think Corey
It went from badass East Detroit. What was
to
that?
Clown Baby.
To Clown Baby.
I think Corey is like
Actually,
the spectacular spaghetti man.
well, I was
Dog Slayer.
I was gonna do Iron Dookie, but somebody already has
Somebody
that on
took
Instagram.
I don't think we even saw a single comment from Dookie this week, dude.
I haven't seen
Get
the
back on the
Duke.
train, man.
Come on, Iron Duke. I'd probably be if I had a monster truck, probably Dildozer.
It's not monster. It's wrestling name.
Wrestling, I'll be Dildozer still.
Dildozer, yeah. That
The
reminds me.
Dildozer.
I
know,
would just fucking headbutt people.
Have you
Go!
guys ever done bar trivia?
No.
It's like you go to a bar and they ask trivia questions or
Done that
whatever,
before.
and the person that's running it, like at halftime and at the end, reads down the list of like every team name. And one of our team names that I really loved was the Dildos or the Dildon'ts. I didn't know how to pronounce it. The other also real good sidetrack here, but also one time we wrote in, and it's very painful because you have to write on every single ticket that you turn in for each question.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
But I had to write this on every single ticket, but it was totally worth it. And the team name was the bar trivia announcer is currently being held hostage. This is not a joke. Please call the police. and then like at halftime, they're like reading down the team names. Like, all right, this team, and then they're like, oh boy, I guess I'll say this. The trivia, like, and like, okay, that's not true. This is in fact a joke.
Oh God, that's the best.
So,
good job, Sam.
Throw that out
What would
there.
be your wrestler name?
Probably the Hulk.
That's pretty original.
Hulk, or Randy Man Macho Savage.
You could be a Nacho Man, Randy Savage.
I heard that China is available now. The name.
You want to know which way my name?
Show me your name, Paco.
Show me your name, Paco. Paco's wearing a luchador mask.
Paco's doing the Al Bundy right now.
Paco has found just above the frame in the video portion of the podcast. There is a collection of weird ass hats that I've acquired over the years, and one of them is
you acquired it from me, by the way.
Paco just brought it to the house and left it here. I don't want that.
You look like a La Parka. You can be a La Parka.
Because the problem is you can't.
Yeah, this is Máscara Sagrada.
Yes, I told you. That's what I said. Máscara
Máscara
Sagrada.
So
Sagrada.
what is your name, Paco?
I would be probably the flying burrito.
The flying burrito.
Or you look like the oh God, there's so many good names.
What's his name? Less attractive Hugh Jackman.
Or the Mexican sushi roll.
No. Corey, you have the perfect name for me, remember?
Oh my God, we can get so off track here.
Right.
What is it?
The flaming shish
The
kebab.
flaming shish kebab.
I like it.
Can I have 2 seconds? Can I have 2 minutes to
Yeah,
tell a
yeah,
story
yeah,
about
yeah.
this?
Please tell
All
the
right,
story.
we're gonna get so off track, but I got to tell the story because it's one of my favorite stories ever.
Hey, someone's got to do off track.
Okay, so Paco and I were living together, and it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we're sleeping in separate rooms, of course, in separate beds.
Wwhy?
Because we had a fight.
I like how you
because we had a fight.
You
That
feel
night.
like you have to say to the fans, like, you were in separate bedrooms most of the time.
Most of the time. And anyways, I'm laying in bed, and I start hearing like, boom, 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 like banging on the door, and like that door handle jiggling. I'm like, what?
Was it immigration?
I don't know what it was. I thought it was, so I just went underneath the covers and hid, and I rolled over and tapped Paco on his back, and I said, hey, you should probably go answer.
Wait,
this.
so you guys are on the same
damn
bed?
it, we're
Wait.
on the same bed again.
Okay.
No, we're just kidding. So anyways, I hear him get up, and I hear him like, get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. And I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? And I hear the door slam, and I fell back asleep because there was like a moment of silence where I didn't hear anything. And then
At this point, your roommate could be murdered.
Should I take over?
yeah, take over. So anyways, I fall asleep and I wake back up and I go, Paco comes in, he goes, dude, I can't fucking believe what just happened. And keep in mind, he's wearing no t-shirt and he's wearing pajama pants that have little flames on them, and he's wearing like he's holding a wooden ninja stick. So this
what is a wooden ninja stick?
It's called a boken.
Okay, so Paco, take over. So you
I
banging at the
unfortunately
door.
know what that is. I'm a big enough nerd to know what that is, but
So after Corey tapped me in the back, woke me up, I have my wooden sword next to the bed for protection.
that's your best thing in your house.
Just hold on, it's so good.
I also have a sniper rifle that is not very good for protecting your house. So the first
Dude, you
thing,
can no scope that thing. Haven't you ever played Counter-Strike?
360 no scope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. This is really good. Get to the bottom of this.
I grab my bokeh and I go and open the door, and there's this drunk guy, just like dead drunk, at my door, like just like stumbling. And I was like, "What the fuck? Get the hell out of
And
here!"
the best part is you have a fairly not rural, but like you're not next to the campus like I am. I live right next to ASU,
Right.
so this would almost be expected down here. But you live like in a fairly quiet neighborhood.
Yeah, it was a nice residential area.
Right.
And all that.
Yeah, it was nice.
Well, this drunk guy, apparently he just came back from a club because he was like wearing nice
A
clothes.
purple singlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He just came back from wrestling practice at 3 a.m.
So anyways, as soon as I opened, I half opened the door, a little bit, he tries to ram into the door to open it. So I held it, and then I push him with the door. So he went backwards. I opened the door, And imagine I'm just like half naked with my flaming pants.
I always
and I have
imagine that.
my wooden sword. Like, I'm going to beat your ass. Get the fuck out of here.
And what did he want? What?
So he wouldn't say a word. He was just like, "Rah, rah." He started like trying like to kick me. So I
Was
kinda,
he
like,
hurt? Was he just drunk? And
He was just
blacked
drunk as
out.
fuck.
he
was-
probably thought that was like his house. or-
yeah, exactly. He thought it was his house, so he's kind of like starts like trying to kick me, and I start just like swatting at him with a sword. So he turns around and then runs into the street, and my Subaru is parked in the street. So he just belly flops on the hood, like
no.
plunk.
Yeah, so blacked
And I
out.
was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat
Did
your
you keep
ass.
hitting him with a sword? This whole time Corey's
Hold
laying
on,
in bed like,
hold on.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, Corey's
no,
like,
hold on. This is my favorite part of the story.
so I go running at it. He's like, get the fuck off my car. I'm going to beat your ass. So the guy stands up and looks at me, and I'm like just ready to go at
He was
him.
locked and loaded.
So the guy like kind of like starts like, okay, like backing up and starts walking away. So I kind of like turn around and start walking to my house, but I was like looking him through the back of my eye. And so as soon as I turn, he just charged at me like full speed, just dun 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 dun, you know. Like, so as soon as he got close to me, I just did like a 180 and like fully.
Did a sword chop to him.
I can't remember the name.
I'm
of
viewing
the
this
movie.
through like an anime filter.
It
and
was
like there's-
exactly
like there was like a little,
the ice.
a little, like a moment of silence, like just a quick freeze frame, and then a quick single move.
I
turn around, there's
lit-
the Japanese flag behind
If
you.
if that thing was sharp, I would have sliced through him in
Jesus.
2 pieces.
But anyways,
But
hold
I
on.
hit him in the back.
Resolve this story. We got to move on. But
Yeah.
it's an
So,
incredible
anyways,
story.
you hit him, and then what does he do when you hit him? He lays on the ground and starts screaming.
Start screaming like
What a fucking
and
weirdo.
that was it.
And that was what was your nickname after that?
And after that,
the-
Corey named me the flaming shish kebab.
That's right, because he's fire pants with the wooden stake that he
That's
stabs
the
somebody with.
best.
Sorry,
See,
sorry for
I
that long
almost
story,
think
but it was the best thing ever.
At first, I was gonna say like, oh, it's a good thing like I didn't answer the door and someone attacked me, because like I would have probably just shot the person.
Yeah.
But then at the same, but then I was gonna be like, oh, he sounds pretty harmless, until I heard the rushing part. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind shooting that person. I know they're drunk and probably stupid, but that'd have been a lot of.
Well, that's the thing is, next to ask Paco, I'm like, did you take like your shotgun or any of the guns out there? And he's like, no, I took the bokin out and chopped him twice, and then you cracked the door open and was stabbing him with it.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, actually, as a goof, we have a flail next to our door.
Oh yeah,
all
that's
in chain,
right.
So
That's the best.
I think that might be the more.
next time.
The 2 times I played with that, I've nearly lost an eye. It's like,
Isn't that called like a morning star?
flail, Morningstar, I think
Flail.
they're the same. I don't know.
Well, that was a good topic,
That was a
guys.
good-
Anyways,
I,
what
uh,
was the next
I
question?
wonder. I wonder what would be Formula Drift driver's wrestler name.
Oh, well, hold on.
I wonder who that is.
Oh, hold on, let's see
Oh,
how
yeah.
you answer this. It's an iPhone.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, I swipe it. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, well, hello.
Who is this? Who's this?
It's Jeff.
Jeff?
Daigo's brother.
Foxworthy,
Oh.
Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh,
It's
Jeff Gordon called in.
Jeff Saito.
Oh, hey, man. How y'all doing?
Hi.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Gordon, I'm a big fan, but Sam used to have an Impala.
Shot collar,
Oh, man.
20-inch rims. Wait. Are you goofing with us? And this is actually Formula Drift Pro 1 driver Jeffrey Stoneback.
Yes, this is Jeffrey Stoneback.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Dude, full this total.
Wow.
Dude, thank God it's not Jeff Gordon.
Why?
Because I didn't want to talk to him anyways.
Man, yeah, me either.
Dude, we were just talking about what would be our wrestlers' names.
Yeah, a fan of the show. We're doing reader comments or watcher comments, and they said, what would your wrestler names be if you actually, because you were in the WWE before you became a drifter, right? Like, what was your wrestling name?
Yeah, I mean, my name was Stone Cold, but I blew my legs out drinking too much beer.
Oh, yeah, just crushing the 12-ouncer and blew the legs out.
Because after each
Yeah,
can, you
man.
would stomp the can, and then that just pops the knees off right off.
I thought Stone Cold was more polite than that. I thought he'd get one of those can crushers and then crush it and put it in a recycling bin.
You would think, but
Yeah, no, he was just a savage, yeah.
yeah, he wasn't into recycling.
What an ass, man.
I know, right?
God, have some decency here.
Dude, so you came to Formula Drift swing in your first year.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like you came from a professional wrestling circuit.
And then immediately got a drift car and then nailed it.
Yeah, I don't think you should be considered a rookie.
Oh man.
You had a lot of experience and like elbow drops and.
Let's talk about the history of Jeffrey. Jeffrey, when did
true.
you first get into a drift car?
Well, after I quit professional wrestling, I think I was about like 19 or something.
How old are you now?
It's just 30.
Woo.
Yeah.
So you got some good seat time though.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the first couple of years, I wouldn't consider that really drifting. It was more crashing cars and learning what to do.
Is this all this all at Club Loose stuff? Like at not Pat's. Help me out. The track where you film everything. Club Loose. Wait,
English Town.
Holy shit! Jeff just fell down a hill.
Jeff, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you driving?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
English Town.
I thought you just crushed some beers with your legs.
Have you all? Is that your original starting track?
Nah, I can't crush any more beers. I don't want to blow my legs out. But
we understand.
Yeah, no, I mean, I started on the streets. And then, yeah, I mean but that's why I crashed every car because I had no idea what I was doing. And so I went and found Club Loose, and since then, I think I found it in like 08, 09 through like Matt Walden. He's like an ex-FD driver, and Brad Hettinger, who's also a ex-FD driver.
Yep.
And you know, just been going ever since. Like I love it. I just love having a good time, and yeah,
Change
pretty
your life.
rad.
What was your Street Shark car? What were you driving around in those reckless days?
S14. To be honest with you, I've always been in S14s until this year in a Z, but you know, I have a bunch of 14s laying around, and I love them. My favorite chassis.
And a 15 that I think is one of the best looking S15s I've ever seen.
Yeah, tell us about that Chariot.
Yeah, that's sweet. I wanted to bring it to Long Beach, but I mean, it would have just been a pain in the ass, and I didn't even feel like dealing with it. But no, that's a sweet car too. But it's a little underpowered. You know, it's stock. It just looks really cool. That's it.
I think that is honestly the best looking car ever made, in my opinion. I think
The
the S15,
S15?
like when I think of the perfect looking car in my head, like that is just an S15.
Even with the factory SR20, it's more than enough for a nice street shark car.
How street legal is that car, Jeff?
I mean, it sits in my shop and just sits. You know, I don't know. You know, let's see when it comes out.
No,
I don't want to say too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it says S14 when you run the plates, and it's just an S14 with the body. It's just let's put it let's put it out in the open, right? Jeff, it is an S14 with a very
Can we get the
severe
VIN on
makeover.
that and let's
No. It's just an S14 with a great makeover.
Yeah, it has a S15 version on it. Come on.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, Paco. I was gonna go back to history. But
Oh
you have
yeah.
something on this.
So tell us. So how do you get onto Formula Drift?
Yeah, what is the transition?
I don't know. One of my friends told me to go try competition, so I tried one in 2011 at Orlando XCC, and totally just second run in, totaled my car, like back end into a wall. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, I loved it. I love smashing into things. No, but I didn't want to like get down on myself, so like I ditched the RB because I just had problems after I blew up the one motor.
What kind of RV? What displacement?
RB25 with a GT30. Like it was pretty rad. I miss it a lot, but
a lot.
a lot until it doesn't work. But you know, I did that, and then I went to MDU in 2012. Did like 2 rounds out of like 4 or 5, and finished 5th. So I was like, I guess I'm all right. Let's keep going. And then I just did MDU and US Drift the same year. Won both of those, and then I was like, hey, let's try FD. It looks really cool, and it'd be cool to go against those guys. So, you know, that's where I'm at now.
And then here you are.
Third year in, like, huh?
So
You know?
when you started FD, there was no Pro 2 yet, right?
No, they offered Pro 2 like my rookie year, and I was like, well, it'd be really rad to run both, but it's going to be, you know, pretty expensive. We'll see how our budgets run out. But I mean, you're already there. I think like, add on a little tire expense, but then like, you know, you register for the event, and that's a couple $100. You know what I mean? Like you're already there.
Did you run both? I forget.
Yeah, no, I ran both. You know, Irwindale sucked. I blew my car up, I guess, in Texas, but didn't realize it until Irwindale. And then
You were riding
I had
the Retex
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know
yeah.
about that.
That's a
Remember
cherry.
that?
The
That's a
Village Bison.
gem.
Yeah.
Don't you love that car?
No.
You can say unequivocally, yeah.
I mean, that car was rough. Like, I mean, it served its purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you know, thanks for Dave and everything like that. But I mean, like, that's like bringing a spoon to a knife fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, Turk made a good job on destroying that car plenty times.
I don't think it
guess,
was just Turk. I think.
Hold on, can we ask Jeff to take the phone out of his mouth really quick?
I think your phone's making a lot of noises. Are you like on a hands-free device?
Are you?
yeah.
Are you on
On a unicorn riding through space.
Well, I'm really just trying to eat my phone so you can't hear me.
Okay, fair enough.
It was just like making a lot of noises, but
If you
so-
don't care about the quality of this interview, that's fine. We do. But I'd appreciate if you would kind of up the professionalism here, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff, you're a pro now, dude. Come on, man.
Come on, pro one. I need
yeah,
pro one,
right.
Jeff. All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Good day, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jeff. My sponsors are.
So,
Yeah.
where my question was going is mostly that, I mean, you had a taste of Pro 2, but I think it was obvious that you were already on a very good level. I mean, you got a Rookie of the Year next year. I think next year you only run Pro, right?
Yeah, I only ran pro.
Yeah. And then this year you're straight up,
Ballin.
straight up teaming with Forsberg.
Yep,
Tell
which
us-
is
tell us
pretty
about
rad.
Yeah.
How much money did he pay you to join his team?
I wish.
He's got all that
no,
corporate money.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's got all that corporate money.
Nos gives him they cut him like a cool $1 million every 3 months. I hear
Yeah, he walks away with 15 million. a year.
15,
Like,
20.
bring me
call
the
it
best driver from English Town.
No, but this is actually a good topic. How does one get onto Chris Forsberg Racing? I've never heard. I don't think there's anyone that I've ever met that's been on that team before.
Well, yeah, probably. I guess not. You know, I mean, there's not many people that really drove for him.
Yeah,
I don't think.
so tell us, like, what does it take? Like, how did it happen?
Well, I just wanted to get out of like a S chassis. You know what I mean? I mean, I love them and I'll always have one, but it's just like you got to sort of get with the times and
It's a
get.
20-year-old car.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the
Yeah.
car's almost as old as I am. So it's like, let's get something cooler. And I actually hit up MA Motorsports, and I was like, yo, like, do you guys have time? Well, I called Chris first, and I was like, hey, do you think they have time to build me a Z? He's like, yeah, well, I'll ask him. And I was like, hey. And then they're like, why don't you just ask to drive with Chris or something? And then, I don't know, it just worked out. And
You started talking and it just worked.
yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, I ran down to MA today to pick up my trans and diff, as you know, so
Nice.
it's not that far away, which is super rad.
Did you have to have a scimitar fight with the last guy, or like how does that work, Corey?
I don't know if you remember, Corey used to be teammates with Forsberg.
but
now
then he-
they-
Oh,
Maybe
no,
still
I
are.
remember.
But then he lost the duel, and then
I lost an arm wrestling match.
and then obviously that's how you got in, right?
Yeah, and then
Damn.
I had to sword fight Castro.
Do you think you're gonna take out Stoneback next year? Like, what's your plan, Corey?
For what?
Are you gonna try to arm wrestle / scimitar?
Well,
fight
see, I'm
him?
taking the route Stoneback took. I'm going back to an S14.
Really?
So what's the big difference between driving the Z versus the S14? Because it's a wider, bigger car, right?
I think the Z has a smaller wheelbase, but the biggest thing is like the rear end's so short. And it's as much as you think they drive the same, the driving style is completely different. And like, I learned that in Long Beach when I spun against Chelsea, because I'm like, all right, like, I got in the game mode and I was like, all right, whatever, just throw it in. And I threw it in like my 240, and it was just like, nope, that's not working.
Well, didn't something
So-
happen mechanically to the car too?
Yeah. Well, funny story. So, you know, they're like, oh, it's raining, do your parade lap. I'm like, all right, like, I'm just going to enter and
Yeah.
see how it is. And I feel like a fucking idiot, but like I entered and it just gripped and threw the front end into the wall. Like I didn't make the first turn. Like I felt like an idiot, you know?
Well,
you
so
entered
that-
a dragon.
Well, Moen fucked his car up bad.
Oh,
yeah, that was the
parade
best.
lap.
That's the thing. Everybody did. So, I mean, if you think about it, in all fairness, everybody fucked their cars. Everybody. So,
Yeah, somebody spun out on live TV.
somebody. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I heard.
Do you know
Yeah,
who
but
it was?
they got farther in the track than I did. See, that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing was, it was like, it's my parade lap, so I crashed. I had to call 5 minutes, and like literally the guys were like, all right, let's bang it out. They banged it out, you know, throwing parts everywhere. Toe was a little bit off because, I mean, obviously 5 minutes goes by pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
And you know, it was a decent dinger into the wall, but you know, they got me back out there, but then I fucked it up with that entry, and you know, it is what it is.
Is there a lot more stress on you as a driver now that you're not driving your own car? Do you feel like you're driving a Forsberg's car and you can't wreck it? Because I feel like that happened to Castro. I think what happened to Castro is Castro was going very deep at Long Beach, like run after run after run, just like tapping that judge's wall and just tapping it, and then he put it into that wall really hard. And I think for the rest of the season, he was afraid to go near a wall. Like, do you feel pressure driving someone else's car?
Not in that type of sense. I mean, like, no matter what car you're in, there's always the thought of, hey, you might need another chassis midway through the season. It's not so much that stress, like, oh, I'm going to fuck this car up. It's more the sense of, like, yo, you're driving with Chris Forsberg, and you know what I mean? Like, that's, I think, more the stress than wrecking the car.
Yeah.
Not that it's a stressor, but it's like, I grew up watching Chris, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Chris speaks very highly of your driving, so you know he says like you're completely capable of.
On the record, but off the record, I've heard some shit.
Yeah, like you know, like
That's not true.
I'll tell you my strategy. My strategy was, you know, I can't beat the guy who's operating this team, so I'll just go out and spin out, and not qualify a few rounds, and then that will bump him up a spot, you know. So
Yeah.
it was definitely a team thing that I had planned out this whole time.
I mean, there's that one time that he was driving against Essa, and it was like for like really important championship points, and you weren't even in the battle, Corey.
Yeah,
but
no. I just said,
you
no,
drove out-
dude, this doesn't make sense. 'Cause if I beat you, then I'm out forever.
But then you drove. But then it was Forsberg versus Essa, and you just drove onto the grid and T-boned Essa.
Yeah, I
into
did.
that wall.
Yep. Yeah.
Conrad Grunwald style.
Yeah. No, I had to. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
man.
F1 rules.
That's funny. No, I mean, like, in Long Beach, I was bummed. Like, one, I'm pumped for Chelsea, you know what I mean? But, like, I made my mistake.
And
Like,
no
it
one
wasn't
likes
the driver.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
I like
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Chelsea's not
I
bad.
would say it was funny that he drove against all E-Town boys.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, he made us look bad. Shit.
Yeah. Well,
He drove like a maniac.
he did.
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He
No, he definitely did.
yeah.
And somehow his car didn't break for the first event and main event. So you don't have to answer this fully, but what happens financially if you total Forsberg's car?
You know what? I don't know.
You should look that up.
Well, I honestly
Talk
don't
that.
know. I mean, I'd probably have to pay for another one, which, like, you know, is, you know, I don't know.
You think about it either way. If it was your car and you crashed, you'd have to pay for another one.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
but
So
it's
it
not
really
the same-
doesn't matter.
It's not the same paying for another 240 than paying for a
I
370
mean,
Z.
let's say it was your car though, but yeah, I mean, Corey has a point that like I was thinking like, oh no, I totaled a rented car, but I guess you're paying for your own car anyways. But I guess you're also paying for the man hours to fix it. I don't know. I don't know how the financials go in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, though, is like my 240 is almost like a street car. Not like a street car, but like I still have the stock, you know, front end, stock rear end. Like it's not too anything like that besides like the tubs.
Your FD
So
car
it's like-
last year, that car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like it's like a complete regular car. You know what I mean? Just with a V8 and a dog box quick change.
Yeah,
like-
most guys in Pro 2 have higher tech than that
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. So if I crash it, I'm like, oh, cool. Like I got another one sitting right there next to it. You know.
Right.
But with a Z, I mean, the guys down there at MA and like Chris and all them, those cars are immaculate. Like
Right.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Just from what the chassis go through before they even arrive to have parts put on them, like we did stuff like that in Drift Garage, just talking about how much work goes into a bare chassis.
Yeah, like I was down there and Chris was like, "Oh yeah, I remember cutting the rear end off last year, and we're still building this thing because we put a lot of time into it." And you look at it and you're like, "This is a one sweet ass car." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no pressure.
yeah, right.
Do you think Atlanta is going to be more suitable for your driving style?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I've always liked the Atlanta track, and you know, even if there's rain, like, you know what I mean? Well, I learned how to drive it last event,
Yeah,
sort of in the rain, you know, but
so
it's
sick
a
of
lot
the
more
rain,
forgiving track.
That's why I think it's rained in Atlanta the last 2 years too. It's like, God, if it fucking rains again, I'm going to be so mad. I'm
Yeah.
sick of the rain.
Yeah.
Especially because shooting media in the rain, like it's just so much worse. 'Cause
Miserable.
all the shots suck because they're going slow, and like, how do I make a video that looks cool out of this? And then you're worried about your equipment, and at least you got like the mud people. Do you remember what those guys are called at Atlanta? The dudes that get
Team Rowdy, right?
It's his Team Rowdy.
I think it is.
Oh yeah, I love Team Rowdy.
Yeah,
Those dudes are the best.
Hey, Team Rowdy.
Yeah.
Maybe dogs
Hi, Team
listen.
Roddy. I know you're listening.
Do you know that?
No.
Maybe. They only care about two things. They care about mud
And Bud Light.
and Bud Light, probably.
Dude,
Mud and Bud.
Last year they have their own private spot and all.
Yeah, they. Well, I think that was more to contain them than it was to like, honor them.
It's like, so keep them there, boys. Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, I have a deal with them. I have a deal with. Hopefully he's listening. Marty. He's like, yo, if you podium, I'm gonna come out in a dress and be your umbrella girl. So
Hell yeah.
Oh,
you know,
Well,
that's a smoking deal.
That's
can
incentive.
you do that just for top 16? For the
well, I hope so. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, if we make top 16, top 8, you're gonna do it anyway, and I'll be your
Perfect.
umbrella boy.
What tire are you on again? I'm sorry.
On Hancock this
Yeah,
year.
so that's what I thought. But so won't the Hancock girls be upset about someone more attractive than?
I mean, like if I was a Hancock girl, I mean, I would be upset because, like, I mean, he's really beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd be
True.
like, damn, like he's a really good umbrella boy girl.
and all the Hanka girls want to ride with Geoff Stoneback, you know.
Oh, I want to drive in the red 370 with Jeff, the bodybuilder. Come on, guys, let's go.
Funny
Yeah, man, I got that dad bod going on. I'm
Oh, dude,
feeling
it's
it.
the best.
Oh yeah.
You're ready for the summer, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Corey
I'm
and I
ready for
are
the
ready
beach,
too.
man.
Oh yeah, no. Sam called me fat earlier, so it's no
I did.
big deal.
That was
Aw.
funny.
Don't
Corey,
worry, I just watched Sam eat 5 pieces of pizza.
Corey
so I don't
kept
feel
on
as bad.
saying that he's running this and he's running that, and I was like, you should run on a treadmill.
That's
you're
fucked
fat,
up.
Because you're fat, Corey. I just wanted to retell that joke because
Thanks, Sam.
it's a real good one. It's not true, Corey.
That's funny.
So, Jeff, S14, you've driven it forever. 370Z, you already kind of mentioned it's definitely a different handling car. How much seat time did you get prior to Long Beach with that thing? Because I saw you drove Forsberg's car before you guys disassembled it, and then you guys drove it again just, 2 weeks before?
Yeah, I think I tested it like sometime after SEMA, which was cool. You know, it was good to get in that car. And the first time I drove it, I was like, holy shit, like this thing's a whole different car. Like the amount of grip and, you know, everything they do to set that car up is amazing. And I was just like, oh, this is going to be sick. And then I tested it 2 weeks before Long Beach was, and, you know, like that, it was a good test session, and I was feeling good going into it, you know, so.
Yeah.
I just got to realize that it's not a 240, and I got to,
Right.
you know, put more steering input, like, and not just throw the wheel. You know what I mean?
So, like, that was the thing. It's like, so what you were running, an LS7 in your S14?
Yep.
So you're running a 427, and the VQ or the VK is what? It's a 5-liter.
I think so. I don't even know what they do to those things.
5.4 or
I think
5.
it's definitely a smaller displacement.
Yeah, it's like a
it's way
5.3
smaller.
or 5.4.
But
like that.
now, like, if you want to kind of go into details, like, what would you notice power-wise between the two cars, between your 427 and then the Forsberg VK?
You're running nitrous too, right?
Yeah, running nitrous. Ran nitrous on the V8 on the LS, and we're currently running nitrous on the VK.
Uh-huh.
The biggest thing is my motor was pretty much all top end. And we ran nitrous, you know, after a certain percentage. So this thing was like kicking. The VK, I mean, with the smaller displacement, it's a little bit slower, you know,
Right,
mid-range and stuff
Yep,
like that.
yeah.
But then that's where the nitrous kicks in. Then, you know, above a certain RPM, the nitrous falls off, and then it's all motor. But the crazy thing is that how the ITBs are set up on that car and like the spring that's used on the pedal, it's so much better for like getting off throttle, getting back on it. Like you can sort of roll it, whereas a 240, there's like really no resistance, or at least in mine, and it's sort of just like you're on or off it. If that makes sense.
And yeah, because I remember when I was talking to Forsberg about that engine setup, I only driven. I don't even think I driven one of those. No, we did. We switched them when we were out here at Fiber. I let Chris drive my Z, and then I went for a spin in his. And do you agree that thing almost feels more like a turbo car, where it is producing most of the power top end on the VK, and it revs really high, right? What does your car rev to?
I think it revs. I mean, different tracks, different rev settings, but it's usually around 7. My LS actually went to 78 because mine's like, mine's an aftermarket RHS block, like all pro heads, like, I don't know, my motor probably costs more than my chassis easily.
Absolutely.
So, they're just different styles. Like the V8, the LS is basically just hammer down and just work the clutch. The VK is more just work the throttle, which is really awesome. But then again, it's like two totally different driving styles.
Have you had a chance to like actually go over some of the setup with Forsberg on your car?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, when we confirmed everything with me driving for him and all that stuff. He's just like, yo, like, come down in the shop, check the cars out. So like one weekend before the rig left, just shot down there for like a day and just like hung out with everyone and worked on the car a little bit, showed me little things here and there. So, being teamed up with him is like it's crazy because when I first got into drifting, I was like, yo, it'd be so cool to go against those dudes or even drive with them. You know what I mean? So it's cool in that aspect. But Chris is like an awesome mentor. You know what I mean? Like, just gives advice, and it's like, it's always helpful.
Nice.
I mean, dude fucking rips like in whenever he drives. So it's like, yo, like, listen to him. But
nice. Well, we're about to drop some heavy questions for you, man.
from the fans. So each week we submit
questions come from the fans.
Yeah, so each week we go on Facebook and we say we're talking to Geoff. What do you want to ask him?
And so you better sit down and get ready because here comes some heavy hitters.
Oh boy.
No, man.
Oh God, here we go.
Start by a question by Drop a Gear 7 on Instagram. He's asking, what product do you use on your hair?
Ooh, that's solid.
Sick burn, dude.
Damn.
That's sick.
I have a bunch of different stuff, to be honest with you. Sometimes it's like what is it, like, it's like a J. Crew something. Not J. Crew. I don't know. You get it at CVS or some shit. And then the other one's like Knockout, and I think they sell it at Zoomies or something, but like, I don't know. That's what I use.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's almost like a pompadour. Have you ever thought of rocking a pompadour?
No, I haven't.
That'll be tight, man.
All right, here we go. Here's the next question. I'm trying to find it. I just scrolled through it. Somebody brought up your multiple Facebook accounts. Oh, here you go. This is from Kevin McGinnity. McGinnity? How do you say that, Paco? KVN McGinnity. Where did the nickname J-Wang come from?
So when I first met Matt Walden and Brad and all those dudes up there, I was building my car, and they're like, yo, this car is like real sick. It was like, black car, gold flake, work, VSXs, like big lips. And they're like, yo, this car's like, oh, thanks, baby. They're like, yo, your car's so sick. It's so J, but your name's not J enough. So we're just going to call you Jimmy Wang.
Oh,
okay.
So they just started calling me Jimmy Wang. I was just like, whatever, it'll die off in a
Where did the
couple
Wang
days.
come from?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the dude who named me liked Wang. I don't know.
Sounded cool. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, it was. I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. And then, I got introduced to everyone at Club Loose named Jay Wang, and now they just call me Jay Wang all the time. It's funny.
Oh yeah.
I think I answer that more than like at Club Loose. They're like, yo, Jay Wang. I'm like, yo, what up?
Yo, nice.
So here's another question for you. It's actually from one of my biggest fans as well. His name's Mike Vogt. He goes, does he still keep a life-size fake horse inside his house?
Is that something you used to have?
All right, so it's not a horse, right?
Hey, and before that, Mike Vogt's one of my biggest fans, right?
I think so.
I don't know who am I supposed to know who this is?
No. He's Club Loose, dude. He goes out and dresses at Club Loose. But he used to bash on all my personal pages on Facebook and stuff all the time. He used to talk so much shit to me. And I saw him in Atlanta. I was like, oh, Mike, what's up, dude? Like, friend, kill him with kindness.
Yep.
And like literally the following week, like he said a few more things and he disappeared off the face of the earth. So shout out to Mike Vogt, man.
So does he actually have inside info that you do have a horse inside your house?
It's not all right. So for people that don't know, like I'm married with a daughter. She's 4 now, and 2 years ago, huh?
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. 2 years ago, my dad for Christmas gets my daughter a donkey, like a life-size like
What?
donkey.
A stuffed
And
one or
I'm
like an actual donkey?
Yeah, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, Dad, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you giving her a donkey? Like, oh, you maybe a pony. I could see a pony.
This a
right?
live, but is this live or is it a stuffed animal?
It's a stuffed animal.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not alive because I would not have taken it from his house. But so like I just brought it home. You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I threw a bunch of Halloween parties like every year. Like that was my thing, and just have people over and have a good time. And you know, we started. Some dude started sitting on it, and then like. Yeah, this was when Mark Lenardin was living with me, so like he brought his hockey stick out, and we were like hitting people with tennis balls, and I don't know. Mike really fell in love with that donkey, and you know, I might just bring it to him this weekend because I'm going to see him this
totally
weekend at Cold Boost.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then I'll try and get his autograph for you too.
Please, yeah, no, please, and tell him this is give him the donkey. Say this is a gift from both Corey and I. He requested for me to deliver this, and he wished he could be here.
All right, that sounds like a
Oh,
plan.
God,
I'll send you a picture.
Please, can you Snapchat that to me, please?
Yeah.
If you get
I don't have Snapchat, man.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Weak.
No,
Bro,
what?
come on.
What? Nah, I can't, man.
Get him the
Can't have
Snapchats, man. Even Matt Fields on it too.
even Matt Fields on it.
Oh, that's this big
He
old.
just
Yeah,
started
sign me
like
up.
2
Matt
weeks
Fields
ago.
on it. Sign me up. God, I want to go where Matt Field goes.
All right, we got
Oh, man.
another question. This one's from Alika80. I think they asked one last week, and I think they commented that I poo-pooed on it for
Mahalo.
some reason. I don't know.
Mahalo, Alika.
Mahalo, bro. Said, who in FD would be on your final bout drift team? At least 3 driver team. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. Pat Gooden.
Nice.
Yeah. Nasty
Yeah.
Pat. Nasty
You gotta
Pat.
So it's gonna
Yeah.
be like a party crew apparently.
Yep.
I would definitely ask for a swing.
There you
'Cause
go.
that dude's got style.
That'd be sweet as hell having 3. If one of you was in an S13, one was in a 14, and one was in a 15, and you had the same livery, and you was
Holy fuck! All
Tap the
right,
walls.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that needs to happen.
Make this
Okay,
happen.
hold on. So we got
Okay,
I know
so
we got
Pat Gooden.
Pat Gooden, Force Wing, and
One
one
more.
more.
Well, that's Jeff. 3-person team.
No, add one
Wait,
more.
for
We need
fun.
3 people. One more.
That's 4 then.
I
What about
mean,
Jeff.
I would definitely say either Forsberg or Hannadale
I think
for sure.
Yeah, I think like if you get Wang and Hanadale, like that already like kills like the style game,
Mm-hmm.
and then definitely you and Pat would be a very very killer team.
Yeah, we'll just be there.
Just sit there and the winners. What would be the name?
Yeah.
What would be the name of your team?
Oh man,
The slinging wangs.
Slangin' Wang.
Jay Wang and the
This-
Wangs.
Wang
The
Wang?
spring wangs. I don't know. Spring break wangs.
I imagine you probably heard him because Corey is literally the worst whisperer I've ever heard. Because Corey has pulled off my headphone. And he tried to whisper, but he said it like this. He's like, I want to keep going till he says my name.
So I know we get down to like 30 or 40. Okay, let's see. I got to pick
one more,
41
one more.
drivers. We got to pick
like-
41.
Well, are you
Paco-
Corey? Are you driving Pro 2 this year?
Yeah, I'm only
Kind
going to
of.
do Texas and Phoenix. I'm
But
not
just so you
doing
know,
East Coast
he got rejected from final bout.
stuff. Yeah,
so
I already got rejected
sorry.
from Final Bout this year. So
Wait,
He
what
can't
is
be
that?
on your team.
Was that a joke? I saw someone in our comments saying, ask Corey about like why he got rejected from final.
no,
Bout.
I really did.
Why
I did.
You don't have a team.
Yes, I did. I had Matt Powers and Matt Haugen.
The Mats?
The Mats. It's going to be the.
Why did you get rejected?
Because I don't think our cars are JDM enough.
Nerds.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Literally, I
Yeah.
think that's why. Because we put the
I-
application in at the right time. But the thing is Matt was going to bring out his S14, then I would have my boss S14. Then
Yeah.
Matt,
Well,
so we
well-
had like 3 cars that were over 1,000 horsepower with YSFAB, and they're like, oh, that's not like traditional JDM.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but I think like those kind of cars are not what they're looking for final bout.
Well,
I talked to the guys from Final Bout, and I'm actually going, and I'm
I'm not.
Cool.
God damn it.
well.
Yeah, but what are you driving?
You know, Corey, if you did Pro 1, I would ask you to be on my team.
God.
Be like, you would have been yeah, it would have been like Pat and then you.
And Corey,
Very
you
good.
know,
You know?
to get there, you have to drive more than 2 Pro 2 events.
Well, God damn it, guys. You're killing me right now.
Yeah, well, kill yourself, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I wanted to run final. I really did. Okay, so the whole idea. Let me tell you this, Jeff. You're really involved with that whole final bout scene. So our whole idea was to go out there and kind of make a mockery of ourselves of having these overbuilt drift cars sliding around with stock KAs.
Well, that's probably why they don't want you there. Corey.
Wait,
Well, it was-
stock? Did you say stock
Well,
KAs?
no, we're gonna go out there in our pro cars, but when I was
Oh.
talking to the guys, they're like, we
Throw
like
stock
the
Ks
more
in there.
purist, more, and we're like, that's cool, but we still want to have the fun and show that, we can take our cars out there and have equal amount of fun and make fun that we do have 1,000 horsepower and have a good time. And then I think they just didn't like the fact we had overly built pro cars. But Matt Powers did say he wanted to name the team either Frisky Devils or Final Trout.
Did you submit Final Trout on the application? Because if you submitted Final Trout, I get.
I
why you
mean,
probably
the
weren't.
Frisky Devils one's pretty good. Like those dudes are rad, but
No,
that
they're
name's
good
pretty
dudes.
funny.
Yeah, so we just wanted to have a good time, and we're not gonna make it, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks. Well,
Final
which one were you gonna
Trout's
go to?
Portland.
Final Trout. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to the one in what is it, Connecticut?
Yep.
Yeah, or
Damn,
New
it.
Hampshire, wherever.
So
it
there's
is.
2 final bouts?
There's gonna be 3, isn't
Which
there?
one's
2
the
or 3?
final then?
Well,
Well, no, they're doing 3 this year, one in each coast, like
So
West Coast, Midwest, East Coast, and then 2017 they're gonna be doing like a whole bash like they did last year, what'll be
First bout,
in
second
Wisconsin
bout,
again or
and
whatever.
final bout.
yeah, so they're using this year as kind of to pick the top finishing teams to do the big finale next year.
Do you think in Canada they're gonna call it Final Boot? Don't laugh. Don't
Do they-
laugh at that.
It's not fucking funny, Sam.
Do they still? What part of Canada are we talking about here? 'Cause, I mean, there's
Oh yeah.
A boot.
If you go to the French side, it's gonna be completely different.
Le finale bout.
That was a perfect French. Do you speak French, Paco?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And Mexican or Spanish. Sorry,
I speak
you don't
Mexican.
You speak Mexican. well, that's the thing. I love the series, dude. I really appreciate everything they're doing. It just, I guess we didn't fit their needs. So
Corey's not
hopefully
bitter.
one year.
Corey's not bitter.
No, I'm not bitter at all. I'm just hoping one year we'll
Are
be
you-
able to go out there and drive.
Are you
guys.
running FD Canada? There's a round in Canada or something this year.
You have to
isn't
go
it?
if you're Pro 1.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll be in Canada for that event since it's now mandatory. So
Oh, that's right. Nice.
yeah.
I heard that at least some drivers were saying that like they're kind of pissed that you get your budget for the year, and that is for 7 rounds, and then suddenly there's 8 rounds. Does that stretch things further for you? Is that how does that screw with your original plan for the year?
It didn't affect. I mean, obviously, I think what bothered me about it is that they went to Canada, and not to knock Canada or anything like that, but like it would be so much more easier and way more budget friendly if they just went somewhere in the Midwest.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like on the way to Seattle, but instead we got to go like up north and back down, and then to Seattle. It's sort of just like, I get it. Like the fans are awesome over there, and it produces a great show, but it's at the same time it's like, yo, try the Midwest. You never know, but I mean, I just drive. I don't have a say in it.
I mean,
but-
I imagine they're probably trying to, at least in my mind, maybe try to start extending the idea that you're going to have to start traveling out of country for Pro 1 because they want to start merging, I think, the whole world idea with the local idea. That's that's my best guess. I never got to ask Sage about it, but it kind of feels that way. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I could see it going there. I mean, but I think the hard thing is like, so, all right, you'll go to Canada, and then what are we going to try in Mexico? But then it's like, realistically, with logistics, getting your cars to different countries and stuff, like, that's going to be way too much.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
there's
they can be-
customs issues,
Yeah.
and that's why dudes that like have done like the Chinese and Japanese events, they have a whole separate car because that thing could be spending 3 months dealing with customs and red tape from border to border.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope when you go to Canada, Dave Briggs is running the event.
I think.
No.
I hope he's holding the drivers' meetings. I hope he's doing the announcing and the judging
Why?
because he's Canadian.
That's the only reason why.
That's the only reason why you're on his turf.
I really want Mark Landerville to announce.
Oh,
that
watch
dude's
it-
pretty rad.
Yeah, and-
after party at Landerville's.
Dude, yeah, that dude could cause some trouble, I'm sure, out there.
Right.
Dude, I have a couple more questions from the fans, and this one is from It's Not Buster.
That's cool.
This is a pretty heavy question, in my opinion. He says, "Will you read my comment in your podcast?"
Do you think you?
No.
All right, no.
Thank you.
Next, move on. Next question.
Next
Thanks, Jeff.
question from Turbo. I guess he's trying to say turbo.
Turd bone.
Turd
No,
bone.
say it in French. I thought that you.
Turbo. He's asking, sushi or McDonald's?
Sushi.
Hell
What
yeah.
Dude, I can't
kind
believe
of
these-
question is that?
These
I
guys
know,
are just
right?
digging for the hard ones today, dude. I apologize. They're just killing it.
I mean, you can't compare sushi to McDonald's.
Well, you can.
You just,
I'm just.
you can't. I mean,
you know who's gonna win though.
yeah.
But,
I mean,
have you ever seen Epic Meal Time?
no.
Okay.
What is that? Something you Netflix and chill with?
Yeah, Paco.
Yeah, you know me.
It's some weird YouTube show.
He
where-
Netflix and chili dogs.
There's it's like a YouTube show where they cook like extreme meals, and I think they've done McDonald's sushi.
That's
So,
cool.
You know.
Whoa.
just- yeah.
I think. Does
Yeah.
that wrap up our?
Yeah, we don't have any
fan
more
question
good questions,
segment?
I guess. But
Do
Jeff.
you- Sorry.
Sorry, no.
No,
Sorry.
no. Sorry, after you.
Oh well, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry. Yeah. So, where can people find you
Um,
on the internet?
I don't know.
Where can they find
On
you?
the internet?
What's your social security number?
How do we get a hold of you?
I mean, just search Geoff Stoneback. Find me. Message
spell
me
that
if you want.
JEFF.
No, I
Is
spell
it
it. I spell it.
Jif, like the peanut butter?
No, it's
Or-
not like Jif, the peanut butter. It's Jeff, spelled the British way, Geoff.
Geoff.
Yeah, Geoff.
Stoneback.
Perfect. British
Geoff
accent.
Granite Foot.
Um,
Geoff Marble Hands.
Geoff Stonehead.
Dude, so something happens to me all the time is like they look at me and they're like, oh dude, like, you know, like you sound like you're not from here.
Who says
then-
that to you?
Paco,
Paco?
nobody would ever.
Everybody.
No,
Paco, you tell me who said that.
Everybody. You have done it before.
I'm gonna fight all of them.
And then like
Yeah.
when they ask me like, where are you from? And I would say like Mexico. Like, but you're white. You know? Does that happen to you when like you talk to somebody on the phone and they're like, oh, it's Mr. Geoff Stoneback? It's like, oh, they expect like some British gentleman or something. And when they meet you, it's like,
they
no,
just-
I'm looking for Geoff Stoneback.
Yeah.
No, that's me, bitch. I'm right here.
Well, the funniest thing that I think is, one of the funniest things that happened to me was I did LS Hollyfest,
yeah.
like,
Yep.
3 or 4 years ago, and it's just like Kentucky, everyone loves LS is there. And the whole time, I had my helmet on, like, tinted out visor, like, visor down. So I'm in the finals, right? And they pull us up, and, like, in front of the whole crowd, and I get out of my car, and it was just like, what?
all these Kentucky hillbillies like, man, that Geoff Stoneback is just ripping it out there.
I thought you were some like corn-fed, just like 6 foot tall white guy, really skinny, tall. And then now
Right.
And championship Jeff hops out and just gives everybody an FU.
hi guys.
Hey guys, how's it
Hello,
going?
hello.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Yeah, hurrah!
Hurrah.
Harry!
Supplies.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give anybody?
So last show during this segment, we were like, Chelsea, do you want to like call out any sponsors? And he's like, no. and then
No, I mean-
literally minutes after the show, not minutes, but hours after the show release, I guess one of his sponsor people. were like,
Yeah, Mike from GT Radio is like, dude, we actually listened to this show. Thanks for the
thanks
shout
for
out.
the shout out after we
Oh,
literally
I mean,
signed up.
obviously, like, all my sponsors are rad. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
All
you
of
know,
them? Okay.
I mean, I don't have many of them.
But don't you
because-
Yeah,
like,
what's up with that? Well, you picked up Turn 14. That's cool.
Mhm.
Those dudes are
Yeah,
rad. And they're out in Philly.
Yeah, Turn 14's super rad, and they're literally like 10 minutes from my shop. I'm actually gonna run there in the morning and pick some fluids up.
what happened to the first 13 turns?
You know, like-
Thanks.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
And,
but no, Turn 14's cool. I mean, switch to Hankook.
right.
They're super rad. Still on Hoonigan,
Yep.
Enki, and BC. That's pretty much it.
Stick with the core, man.
Oh yeah, I made
Yeah.
your. Did you like your hero card?
I loved my hero card.
Which one was
Like,
that?
I made it.
Sam made it.
What was it?
He did better than you, Corey.
I don't even know. I can't even make it. Have you seen some of my shit? It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like really bad.
Well, no, it was super killer. Like, Sam, you killed it. And literally, it was like the next day, and they were like in front of me. I'm like, what?
I didn't take
I was
the
like,
photo.
how
I just put logos on it. Don't think I did
Okay,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like you got a Kinko's in your backpack. You're just like upload, print, and you walk away, and it just comes out of the small pocket of your backpack.
That's exactly what happened.
He has a little printing shop back there.
Yeah.
Good job, Sam.
Thanks, everyone.
Now you'll never get that job again.
Ouch. Let's wrap up our little interview here with our favorite thing is our flash question and answer
I'm
segment.
not even prepared for this.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you just for like about 1 minute. We're gonna ask you just hurl some questions at you, and hopefully you give us one-word answers. But sometimes the questions require a couple more words. But just shortest, quickest answer you can.
Okay.
Ready?
Are you ready?
Who's starting this?
Sam, because he's
I'll start it.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever. Here we go. You ready, Jeff?
Yep.
All right. Tick tock. What car would you be driving in FD right now if you didn't have an S14 or a 370Z?
Oh God.
I can't even answer that.
Yeah,
GTR.
Yeah,
I wish one day.
GTR.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be sweet.
Good, Daigo.
Who was your biggest drifting inspiration besides Forsberg?
I think Wang or
Wanger.
Wanger.
Paco,
actually
you're up.
him and
Wait,
Gushy.
you're talking too much. Paco, go.
Ken Juicy.
Ken Juicy, Paco.
If you could pick your own nickname, it wouldn't be Cold Stone or J1. What would it be?
I think I would have to mix it and be Cold Stone Wang.
Cold Wang.
Cold Wang Stone.
Cold Wang.
I like it.
I actually want to take a picture in front of Cold Stone and be like, Cold Stone, Stoneback.
Perfect.
I think it'd be pretty funny.
Jeff, when's the last time you cried?
Oh God.
Last time I cried
Yep.
it was probably before I picked up the phone to answer.
Son of a bitch.
You called us.
Wait, you
idiot.
called us, by the way.
Oh, that's why we were crying.
That's why we
God.
Yeah.
All right, Corey.
What was the last movie you watched?
Last movie I watched. Fuck.
Never heard
That's
of
a
it.
good
Paco.
one.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I don't know.
love
I
it.
don't remember.
My favorite one. Would you grow a mustache?
If I could, I would.
Oh, damn it. I wish you could.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
so
No, I just look like a real dirty Asian. Like, it doesn't grow.
perfect.
Like, it just stops.
You know, like,
You look like the villain
He's
from
like
Big
a
Trouble
sushi
in Little
wizard.
China.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was trying to do a Pai Mei.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Kill Bill. It's just
There you go, yeah.
That's funny.
You know it.
He knows movies. I think that's
Well,
that,
cool,
that,
Jeff.
that wraps up that sesh.
Yep.
Thanks so much for your time. We hope that you kick all of the asses in Hotlanta.
Yep.
Thank you.
Kick those
Appreciate
dudes'
that.
dicks in.
Kick that.
Yeah.
Keep your dick on the track.
Yep.
Kick their dicks in, and show the show to all your
Run
sponsors.
them over.
Have a. Hey, seriously though, have your sponsors all look at the show and point out that you mentioned their names
Yep.
Mhm.
and that we only said fuck like 20 times.
Yep.
And that you want more money.
Yeah, and then Jeff needs more money and more sponsors. Well, we're gonna help you, Jeff. We're on your side,
On your
dude. We're gonna
side,
get
Jeff.
this figured out.
Oh, appreciate that.
Awesome, dude. Well, we'll be seeing you at the next few rounds, man. So other than that, talk to you soon, brother.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good luck, bro.
All right, see ya.
Can I
Have
hop
a
on?
good one,
All
man.
right.
Jesus, man. Like, talk about somebody
I actually
plugging
hung up while he was
for
still
his
talking.
Yeah, like that.
sponsors and
That was my
shit.
favorite part about the interview is where you hung up on him while he's about to say a word.
He's probably thinking everybody. I would like to think. Yeah, right. Not this time.
Actually, it's probably about to throw out a huge announcement that he was dumping Hankook tires to start running Llantera tires.
Paco Ibarra.
Dude, like he's seriously like just like asking like, hey guys, like would Maximum Driftcast would sponsor my car, please? Like I
he's
really
just so,
need it.
He's so
Yeah.
sponsor
Like,
hungry.
nah, dude, we're sponsoring shit.
Yeah.
And he kept on yelling at everyone like, "Hey, I proved what I could do at Long Beach. Like, give me more money."
Yeah. I killed it out there. So who wants to fork over some more dough? Forsberg.
I think I'll actually do really good at Atlanta though. Oh, I hope. I want him
Well, I mean,
Well, do you know what the
but
best
we'll
question
see if he can
was?
drive because he said he hates Forsberg and that
Yeah.
370C is a piece of shit.
to. He did say that at some point. If you rewind the podcast, you'll hear him say that Forsberg is a fat piece of crap, and that
He should pick up CrossFit.
I think he called him Turdsberg.
yeah,
At a point.
Turdsberger, and then the
Yeah.
Nissan 370Zs are literally the worst car
and he's
since the
Ever.
Volkswagen.
And he actually broke the news the
Beetle?
Titanic crashed into a Forsberg instead of an iceberg. So you guys can rewind that and figure it out. But yeah, no, that was
And
an
then
animal.
his English is terrible.
Yeah. What the
was
fuck
that?
are you doing, Sam? Are you pulling out your phone?
Say that joke again.
Yeah, can you believe the Titanic hit a Forsberg instead of an iceberg? Thanks for tuning in.
Please tell me that's not gonna become a thing in the show.
No,
I
please
hope
no.
it does. No, just
Every now and then.
Because I have some good ones if we want to play this game.
Yeah, I think it was fun talking to him.
No, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He
How
can,
long you
he
been
can
work-
making fun of us.
Yeah,
oh, was that
yeah.
was that
Hold on,
It's like-
making my way
downtown.
downtown?
Yeah.
Yep,
Wait, just keep it going. Just
hold
let
on
it
a
happen.
second. Hold on.
21?
No, we're not.
No, I'm not. I got the ultimate sound clip. I wanted
Was
to
that
use-
Michelle Branch? Is that who that is?
Yeah, that was Michelle Branch. Working
Bring
my
it
way
back.
downtown. Or
No, no, sing the whole song.
hold on.
No, you can't sing along to it. Sing it.
All
right.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Can you start
Paco
it?
will do the pianos.
That's not a piano. That's like more of a xylophone.
You can do it. Do it.
Hold on. Making my way downtown, fast and the sun is sinking downtown. Riding on my horse through the city streets, and I've been riding on my head, and I'm catching my feet on the sand and the beach. How does it go?
Now I wonder if I could
fall
into
to the sky.
Is that a song by Prince?
Dude, please, that's super
It's too soon,
sensitive
dude.
right now.
Oh my god. You guys have more respect, okay?
Yeah, rest in pieces, buddy.
Do you have? Let's do. We got like 2 more comments.
Oh yeah, well there's a comment that somebody left here. We should probably leave that one for the very end. But let me see.
Why are you laughing, Paco?
It's just a good comment.
All right, let's see it. Well, if it's anything like the Stoneback questions, it has to be good.
Some real solid questions, guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone. What the fuck?
McDonald's or sushi?
I mean, that's
What shoe do you put on first?
I think I usually do right.
Well,
I do my
I
right
can
too.
find the second question, Sam. I only have that very last one, I think.
I put a couple questions in the chat. I'll find one. What we got? We have.
Oh, like there was a question about if so, Mitchell Mayer. Where do you think if someone came to FD with a diesel? Turbo lag may be something to overcome, but I feel like the heavy-duty motor and drivetrains of a Cummins, Duramax, or a Power Stroke could handle the heat.
You know what I'm envisioning? I'm envisioning this guy driving down the
Rolling
freeway
coal.
in Kentucky in his like F450 Super Duty quad cab, and just is like, man, this thing would be a fucking ripper out there.
This rolling coal.
Just rolling coal.
Someone's made one. I remember seeing some YouTube series about it.
In Europe,
Yeah.
it's common.
Well, Audi did.
I didn't think that they ran very well because of like just whatever engine
They
design.
Well,
rip.
Audi developed a diesel platform for racing in the Le Mans series, and it did pretty well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
but I mean,
it's
like
something
for
a lot of time
drifting,
and
for
development.
drifting in Europe, it's very common to get like you see like a lot of old Mercedes and I think. Well, I'm not sure if Volvo makes diesel, but a lot of Mercedes diesels are drifting in Europe. I think it might be kind of like a bad thing to look at because of all the black smoke, where like that could like
like
create more smoke from the exhaust than from the tires.
that would be pretty crazy looking though, just a huge plume of black smoke and then a huge plume of
Yeah.
white smoke. But I feel like on the Network A Drift Garage responses, I think someone asked Forsberg this, and he said a good reason. I don't recall off the top of my head why that's not more common. And
Because-
yeah, it can run in like a 400 or 500 horsepower application
Yeah.
or something like that.
They're
but
they're low revving engines.
they're low
also.
revving, and I think that doesn't have the reliability to run at higher RPMs
Yeah.
at 1,000 horsepower.
They're
level.
they're torquey, like they can reach very high levels of torque, just not enough.
Yeah, at a pro-am level, I
horsepower.
think that could be doable.
I would love
but-
to hear Sam's scientific explanation of why.
Yeah, no problem. So what happens here is the Enjebblers,
Yep.
what they want to do is spray in the dyno gas.
Yeah,
And what happens when that is the bang squish
true.
pops out the metal core
Yeah,
until the turbine wheel has enough pressure to blow kisses into the
Hebo-goblins.
The Hebo-goblins.
that's
And that's-
see,
that's-
now that makes sense.
That's the essence of a diesel engine. And then at some point, there's like the hidden secret diesel juice that you dump in the
Yeah.
motor.
so you
Interesting.
can drive an extra
Well,
100
there's-
miles.
Yep.
There's one last question right
Okay,
here
what do you
Yeah,
got?
hit it.
from Hendog422.
What's up, man, dog?
He's apparently a big fan of Drift Idiot.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's he got to say?
He's asking, Drift Idiot.
Oh.
Touch of Grey has got you looking pretty distinguished. How long have you been using it? Sam?
He wasn't talking. Oh, well, looks like Sam may have just quit the show. He just took off his head.
422.
He just took off his headphones.
We've been trying to make
And,
Sam leave for many years. I hope the microphones are picking on that, but I think Sam just turned the sink off the
That was
the
Hendog?
kitchen.
Hendog.
422, man. That was a
That's
ripper.
I wish I could answer that for you. The only guy that could just definitely violently left us on the set. So,
I think he's hurt.
Well, now that Sam has left the show, I guess we can start wrapping up.
Yeah, well, don't forget to follow us on at Maximum Driftcast on the Instagram and on Facebook. Corey, where can people find you?
You can find me at Corey Hosford on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also follow us at Street Standard, where we do all the automotive projects, builds, parts, and etc.
Perfect. And don't forget to look for all my bullshit on at
I wish I had a better fucking intro than just fucking follow my bullshit.
Well, guess where I watch my Buick?
You can see my RX-8 seats in my Buick.
My drift minivan.
Oh, and you can follow us on Snapchat.
Apparently we've been getting a lot of people talking to us on the Snapchat.
Oh,
and
fuck,
holy
he's back.
Shit.
He's back.
Somebody's back.
Fuck. All right. Well, anyway, so where can we find you at, Sam?
Drift Idiot at Instagram, Facebook, and that's about it. YouTube, and I'm coming for you. Coming for you, motherfucker.
What is that in the? You want to show that on the?
It's natural gray.
Where's that shit? Sam just brought it in
Holy
and just
shit.
swept in.
It's natural.
I guess we should stop now.